Okay. E-learning first. Let's look at the schedule. We're not here. And today you have to submit your homework by midnight, 11:55. Okay. And we are going to have final exam 2 weeks from now. 2周后会有期末考。And after the final exam, we have a makeup distance class. It's free to join. It's up to you. It's not going to be part of the grading, so it's okay if you cannot attend. But I'll give you some more study topic about the VLSI design. So today we are going to discuss depth test design. We are going to focus on the subsystem design. How do you design a subsystem using VLSI circuit? And by the way, I understand that the quiz is not very easy. I understand that. But we are going to adjust the grading eventually, so don't worry too much about that. Okay? 小考可能不会太容易，但是我们分数会做一些调整，所以先不用担心的太过头。好好准备你们期末考。There's a unit. And the first unit we are going to present is adder. Adder is very popular in VLSI design. You're going to need adder in the CPU design, inside ALU. You're going to need adder like in digital signal processing, in communication, everywhere. You need adder power to compute the basic arithmetic operation. So adder design is very critical. It's very important for circuit design. Now, in your homework, you're required to design a simple adder. So we have seen this before. For 1-bit adder, if it's only 2-bit A and B, it's easy because 2-bit addition, you're generating 2 output, but it's sum, you're going to carry out. So the sum is going to be inclusive gate, exactly, because if you have 0, 1, you get sum 1. 1, 0, you get sum 1. Otherwise, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So only 1, 0, and 1, 1, you get sum 1. So it's just exactly inclusive gate. For carry out, both A and B have to be 1, then you get carry out, right? It's easy. 1 plus 1, then yes, you get carry out 1, right? And 0, 1, addition, you get 1. And carry out 0. Okay? But that's for only 2-bit addition. For 3-bit, it's called for adder because not only A and B are calculated, but also they carry in. If this bit position is not with 0, the rightmost bit position, then you have a carry in. So 3 bits are added together, you generate sum and carry out. So as I mentioned last time, sum is going to be, again, inclusive of A and B and C. 3 input inclusive gate will give you the sum value. For carry out, I mentioned majority. Okay, majority of A and B and C. What does that mean? Majority indicate that there are more 1 than 0. Okay? Just like voting, right? 1 meaning raise your hand. 0, you don't raise your hand. So if 2 or more input are 1, you get 1 for the carry out, right? Okay? So this is truth table for the input and output relationship. The carry out, both are 1. B and C, you get 1. Or AB are 1, you get 1. AC or AB, you get 1. For and three, A, B, C, or 1, you get 1. For sum, if you have odd number of input that has 1, you get 1 for this summation, and 1 is 0. It should be easy. So now we are going to focus on the circuit design. Of course, you can simply design the simple Boolean function. Using Boolean function and use a lot of basic logic gate to control the adder. But we want the adder to be fast enough such that it should not be the critical part of the circuit design. And how do we design a fast adder? Well, there are many kinds of techniques to improve the circuit speed of adder. Here is a full adder design again. One big position. Again, sum is inclusive gate. Carry out the majority. Here, the symbol inclusive gate, majority. So, how to design the transistor circuit? Here we show one design example that might give you somewhat fast addition just to get a carry out. Okay. The carry out, majority of A and B and C, but it turns out that it's not typical CMOS circuit gate, right? This is not typical CMOS circuit design. Because in a typical static CMOS gate, you should have the duality, meaning if A and B are A together, here it should be all together, right? If all together here, it should end together. But in the figure here, they are both the same. Why is that? Let's try to derive. Okay. It only happens to this circuit. Yet for addition, your carry out can be designed this way. And the reason, if you look at the 4-arm level here, look at the P level here. This A bar, B bar, C bar, not A, B, C, but A bar, B bar, and C bar. So when you have A bar given to the terminal gate of a PMOS transistor, it means what? If A is 1, you connect, right? If B is 1, you connect. Both A and B are 1, you have a path from 1 VDD going to the carry-out output. So it means that A and B will give you 1. Is that right? Here, this part, A and B. When A and B are 1, you have a connected path. So 1 will go to output. And in parallel, so all 1. Again, this bar and PMOS transistor, so it will be like A or B and C. Is that right? Okay. And then you can expand the equation. That's for P network. How about A network? What A network? So how do you derive? Well, for this connection, it's like A bar, B bar, or C bar, A bar, B bar. Is that right? And for the equation here, let's do this. Is that right? And then equal to what? A bar or B bar. Okay, let's do this. Then here. A or B bar. Okay, the point is that we are trying to derive, and you can try to expand the equation, and eventually these two equations will be the same. Okay. But it's going to spend some time. Maybe, okay, let's try to maybe complete. Let's do this. Okay, let's do this. This equation, we try to do the bar. AB. We can try to calculate here. C comes out, and A or B. Okay, something like that. And then try to put 2 bar on the top. Okay. And then it's going to be equal to, you get A bar well, maybe you can try to do that by yourself. Anyway, what I'm saying is that you can try to put all the both bar here, and then you do not know for the digital logic design. Eventually, you will find that both terms will be the same. Meaning, yes, not only P MOS transistor network will give you the correct equation, but also photon network will give you the same result. So that's exactly what we want for the steady-state MOS. Not a typical steady-state MOS design, but they are equivalent. Okay, in the other design here. For some here, for some, again, this is not a typical steady-state MOS design, steady-state MOS circuit, but you can try to look at the path. Look at the path for the majority circuit, meaning what? If you have 2 or more 1, you get carry out 1. For example, if A is 1 here, if A is 1, you get 1, 1, 0, then what? This will connect, not connect. For B is 1, so this will connect, connect, not connect, not connect. So this path will connect. And C is 0. Then C is 0. Second. A is 1. So this connect. And B is 1. These 2 connect. And C is 1. This is 1. C is 0. C is also C is 0, not connect. Something wrong. But
好像是上，这个上。
let's start another way. Not clear. So 1, let's say 1, 0, 1, okay, like this. If A is 1 and B is 0, let's try to do that again. If A is 1, you can connect, not connect. B is 0, so disconnect, disconnect, these 2 not connected. And C is 1, so disconnect, is not connect. So can you find a path? No. So you are not getting 1. However, in the N network, 1, 0, 1, 1 here, 0, so connect here, and 1 here. So yes, you are going to get a path in N network, right? You get 0 here. So try all kinds of combination. You can derive exactly 1 unique output based on the equal gate. Okay. Actually, this is a very popular circuit design for equal gate. Not only for 3 input, can also for more than 3 input. Using that, the path connection to derive the output. So anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time, but this is one example how you can try to get into the circuit design to get higher, a little bit higher speed. Maybe the high speed, but should be a little bit better than the typical gate design. The second version is a modified version, similar to this one. However, we are trying to generate not the typical carry out and sum independently, but we try to derive some output based on A, B, C, and carry out. We are trying to put the circuit for carry out in the sum circuit. So you can simplify the circuit. You can see that the whole circuit to generate both sum and carry out should be simpler than there are two circuits separately. Okay? So this circuit actually, again, using the Boolean function, Boolean equation, you can derive the result. We call that minority circuit, not majority. Because the equation here, you get C out bar or C out bar. What is this? This is minority circuit. If they only C out, that's majority, right? C out is majority. For minority, that's C out. Minority of A, B, C. Is that right? Three guys are raising hand for voting. If two or more people raise their hand, you pass, right? You get one. But if two or more guys raise their hand, two or more guys don't raise their hand, you get 0. So the majority circuit is just inverse of the minority circuit. And C out bar, meaning there's no carry out. Then it must be that 1 is the minority, not majority. When 1 is the majority, you get carry out. Right? 1, 1, 0. 3 people are voting. 1 meaning raise your hand. 0, you don't raise your hand. 3 guys. If 2 or more people raise their hand, then they vote yes. Is that right? We call that majority circuit. But what is minority circuit? Minority circuit is only one guy or nobody raise your hand, then that's minority circuit. Just complement to each other. So the C out bar will give you minority circuit, meaning only at most one guy raise your hand. You get 1. Okay? So this circuit is minority circuit. But how do you know this is minority circuit? Because in majority circuit here, we use A bar, B bar, C bar. If we don't use A bar, B bar, C bar, instead we use A, B, C. They're just opposite, right? Majority circuit meaning 2 or more people say yes. Minority circuit meaning 2 or more people say no. They just the opposite to each other. So if you don't use A bar, B bar, C bar, but use A, B, C, it meaning we are doing minority voting. Okay? So the same circuit, the difference is that don't use A bar, B bar, C bar, but just A, B, C, that will give you minority, meaning only nobody or only one say yes. So we try to put that minority circuit here and combine with the other input variable that will give you sum. This can be derived. You can derive, you can just try to plug in the C out and derive. Eventually you will get in sum. So this circuit will give you minority C out bar. That C out bar going through an inverter will give you the carry out. But using carry out bar to control sum here, and this is sum circuit. Actually sum bar is bar. After inverter, you get sum. Okay. A, B, C here. A, B, C. Okay. A bar, B bar, A or B or C. A or B or C. Okay. But why we're doing this? Because we want to try to reduce the propagation delay. The reason why it is slow is the carry propagation is very slow. So if somehow you can generate the carry out through this circuit, okay, and that C out bar, then keep this page, we'll come back later. Okay, this layout is for the circuit here. This circuit can be layout like this. Okay, really compact. And okay here. If you implement a 4 adder like this, A, B, and then carry in, generate sum and carry out. Then one big position adder, the 4 adder. So that's typical adder design called a carry ripple adder. But this circuit is slow. Why is slow? Because the critical path will go through the 4 adder, right? The critical path. Critical path means the longest delay for the signal propagation. That would be either here or here. Only after you generate C1, you can do this, right? After you get C2, you can calculate for it. And after you get C3, you can calculate for sum 4 and carry out. So the delay is going to be long, especially for the long adder, right? 4 bit should be maybe not too bad, but 8 bit, 6 bit, 32 bit, that's going to be very, very slow. And the key point to design a fast adder is try to reduce the propagation delay, the carry out propagation delay, the key. Okay. So how can you improve it? You can try to use the, as I said, if you generate C1 bar instead of C1, and you generate S1 bar instead of S, that circuit is going to be a little bit simpler than this. Like this. Given ABC, you get clear bar and sum bar. And use the CL bar as the input for the next bit position, not using CL. We are trying to delete, we're trying to remove the inverter delay in each bit position, then you will get this. For bit position 1, this is a typical full adder to generate S bar and C bar. For bit position 2, using A bar here, B bar here, and C bar here. This circuit is the same with this one. These two are the same circuit. But because we are using native version, so after that, you will get back to the normal S and C. Is that right? And the normal A, B, C, you get the inverted version, S3 bar and C3 bar. When you need C3 bar, combine with A4 bar, B4 bar, you get the normal CR sub. But what we are doing is, we want to remove the inverter delay in between, okay? That will slightly improve the circuit speed. But you may say that, but we also introduce inverter here, but that's fine because these inverters are not part of the critical path. You can do it all at the same time. Before doing this, they can be done right away in the beginning, right? There's no propagation effect. But carry propagation, that's the critical point, that's the critical path. That will determine your circuit. And we also don't worry about this inverter because that delay is longer than this small delay. Okay? This delay is small, but this delay is larger than this one. So it's going to be later coming out than this one. So you don't have to worry about the inverter delay here. No. But you only worry about the propagation delay here. So this one will be faster than this one, but not by another delay improvement. No. Only slightly improved. But still, we prefer this version than the regular version. Okay? Furthermore, we are going to introduce even faster adder circuit design, but it involves more complex equation. It's not very easy to really understand at first glance, but I try to explain. 这个稍微再复杂一点要设计高速的加法器，其实这是有点复杂度。那我们试着去慢慢去理解它怎么设计的。First of all, let's go back to this page. PGK for full adder, we define what happened to carry. G is carry generator. P is carry propagate. K is carry kill. But carry kill only used in dynamic circuit for the adder design. So here, right here, we don't quite worry about that. You can just skip that. It only used in the dynamic circuit for the adder design. For static circuit, you only need to understand G and P. What is G? G is A and B. Meaning, if A is 1, B is 1, then you get carry generator. Meaning, you will generate carry out. Right? At some B position, if both A and B are 1, definitely you get carry out 1. Is that right? Just that B position is enough to generate carry out. That's true? If both are 1, 只要那个位置两路一定会 carry out. We don't have to take into account the carry in. 你不用看 carry in 就知道它一定有 carry out. We call that carry generator. by itself, just that position will generate a carry out. Carry propagate P equation A equals of B. What does that mean? Carry propagate means that if at some B position the carry in will determine your carry out. If carry in is 0, you get carry out 0. If carry in is 1, you get carry out 1. That's true? At this B position, 1 is 0, 1 is 1. There's only 1. Then the carry in value 0, you get carry out 0. Carry in 1, you get carry out 1. So we call that carry propagate. We just propagate the carry in to carry out. Alright? 我们叫 carry propagate， 因为你进位是什么值？那就是你进来的那位数是什么？出去只有什么值？它把它传递出去的意思，因为它是1嘛，就一个1而已，再加一个0就0，1再加一个1就是1。We call that carry propagate. Okay? And that equals propagate. 1 0 and 1 1. So why we need to do that? Okay? Because we are trying to design a fast adder. Now this is complex. Okay, 这个比较复杂，不容易了解。注意看。We try to do the generate and carry propagate in terms of group of bit, not just one bit position. What does it mean? We are trying to say that if let's say we are doing addition and we are considering a group of bit position, adjacent bit position, like for example 3 bit. In here, you can see that there's a carry generated, right? Because even we don't take into account the carry in by itself, you get carry out 1, alright? If this group of bit position does not need the carry in to help, just by itself, you can generate the carry out. We call that you have good carry generated from I to J, B position I to B position J. How about P propagate? Good carry propagate like this. If this 3 bit is a group, it is carried in 0, you get carry out 0. It is carried in 1, you get carry out 1. Alright? 它就像是一个3个位数的一起可以去 propagate， 然后从 carry in 到 carry out 出去，因为它就是1嘛，所以这样的1既然是1，我就出去了。We call that bit position I to bit position Z group carry propagate. So if carry generate I to I, only 1 bit, P I bit position, that will be the same as the previous one. Just A and B, carry generate, A equals of B. Carry propagate, just the same from the previous page. And now we are trying to define the bit position, bit 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. 0 is not the regular bit position. That 0 is the carry in. If there's a carry in from bit 0, meaning you get carry in 1 from the outside, not inside the circuit. Sometimes we start from 0, sometimes we start from 1. In here, we start from 1, bit position 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 bit. So bit position 0 is a virtual bit position, 是虚的，是假的。And carry generate 0, just the carry in, not the C in, right? And that's G0. In carry propagate, there's no carry propagate. Only carry in will be in the position for carry generate. But you might wonder, but here carry in should be 0. No, not necessarily. Sometimes you connect two adder together, okay? Low adder will carry out, this carry out 1. That carry out will be the carry in of the rightmost, the leftmost, the high order adder. So sometimes carry in could be 1. Okay? Remember that. Now, sum equal pi equals of gi to 1, 0. Is that true? What do you think? Sum bit position I. When you get some bit 1, it must be that either you carry propagate 1, 0, or equal 0 to 1. Is that right? If 1, 0, you get pi 1. Either 1, 0 or 0, 1. You get carry propagate 1. And there's no carry generate I minus 1 to 0, meaning from the right hand side. There's no carry in to this bit position. 0, 1, 0. Or you get 0, 0. But there's a carry in 1. Then you get 1 and some bit. 那么你的和你的 sum will get 1. Let me repeat it. This equation is true because SI will be 1 only if 1, 0 or 0, 1. What's the case for 1, 0? Because P propagate 1, 0 or 0, 1. And there's no carry in from your right hand side. Then yes, you get sum 1. 没有进位，没有 carry 进来。No carry in. Then you get sum 1. Otherwise, if there's no carry propagate, most are 0. No carry propagate. But there's carry in 1. Then you get sum 1. Right? 0 plus 0 plus 1, you get 1. 1 plus 0 plus 0, you get 1. But why we are doing so complicated stuff? Because we are trying to, again, that's it, trying to speed up the carry propagation. And P and G can be pre-computed. P and G can be pre-computed. They can be done at the same time for group for carry generate and carry propagate, each bit position can generate P and G at the same time in the beginning. So it tries to help reduce the delay because everybody contribute, everybody try to do something, some work, and then the carry propagation has required less work to do the propagation delay. Is that okay? So far? 这问是稍微难一点嘛，但是你是不是可以试着去理解一下 ？I know that it's a little bit difficult, but try to understand the key point. So now, here's the circuit. Look at B1, A1, B1, A2, B2, A3, B4, B3, A4, B4. Each bit position from 1, 2, 3, 4. Carry in coming from bit position 0. And as I said, carry generate is AND gate, right? A and B here. Carry generate A and B. Carry propagate A, B equals 4. In here. So you can pre-compute for every bit position to get P1, G1, P2, G2, P3, G3, P4, G4. They can be done at the same time. No cascading delay. So it must be short. Okay? It must be small delay. Anyway, then we are trying to derive the G10, G20, G30. What is G10? G10 is the carry out of bit position 1. These two are the same. You do the addition, you get carry out. That's your carry generally. The inside circuit will be this. Because GI0 equal GI or PI N is N and GI minus 1 is 0. What does that mean? Maybe let's try to give an example. It'll be easier to understand. Let's say 1, 1. A1 is 1, B1 is 1. The carry is 0. Then what the carry propagate generate? Carry generate will be 1, carry propagate will be 0. Is that right? And then what? And then because the carry in is 0, the end game, you are going to get carry out 1. Let GI0. GI0, now I is 1. For the moment, I is 1. I minus 1 will be 0. And actually let this carry in. And this is carry out in position 1. How do you know this carry out? Either you have carry generate 1, 1 here. In this case, yes, carry generate, you get 1. Because the worst of 1. Otherwise, you only have carry propagate, fine. But if your carry in is 1, then you also have carry out. That means that for good mid position I to 0, either you get carry generate at big position I, or you get good carry propagate we produce I carry propagate, and there's a carry in coming from the right hand side. So another case, another example. If A is 1, B is 0, then 1. There's no carry generally, there's no carry propagate. Then there's no carry out, right? 1 here, 0 here. Then there's no carry in. You get no carry out. Okay. And the previous case is 1 plus 1. There's no carry in, but you still get carry over. This is because of carry generally. But in this case, 1, 0. There's no carry generally, there's no carry propagate. So then get back to 1, 1. You have carry generally. Okay, leading position, for example, 0, 1. Okay, and then 1. There's no carry generally, but there's a carry propagate. Here, both are 1 here. Your carry out is here, which is 1. Okay, so you get 1 here, and you get 1 here. So there's a carry out. Meaning here you get 0, 1. You get 0 here. There's a carry out here. And there's a carry out here. Okay. And that's why, for each bit position, Gi to 0 is Gi, here, Gi, or Pi and Gi minus 1 to 0, here, Pi, and the carry in from the right hand side, here, here, another G to 0. 你从这位名的下面所进来的那个进位的 carry out 的 carry in， carry in， 那个他们的 carry out 是我的 carry in，OK， 那是一群哦，它不一定只有，它就是最后那位，它有个好几位一起进来的 carry in 给我，才能 carry 给我。So let's say for each bit position you can calculate Pi, Gi. And then, using this equation, you can get only Gi to 0, or just the carry out for that bit position. This is the same. This is the same. This one the same. This one the same. The same. And this is the bit, the last bit, most bit, high order bit. This actually can be drawn here. We try to draw down here. But it's the same. The leftmost bit position, A4, B4. Again, either you can carry generate or you carry propagate, and there's a carry in, the C3 or G C0. This is what I'm saying. And after you get the carry out, it can be equal to again to combine with carry propagate to generate sum. Remember the equation here? Here. Sum equal to 0 bit propagate equals what? The right mode. Carry in, right? And that's why this circuit here. Okay. Is it faster? Yes, it's faster. Why is that? Because we do this, we pre-compute all the P and G at the same time. The only probability delay is here, the critical part here. Because this is a chain. After you're done here, you get it, and then you go through this, and then you go through this. So this is probability delay. But each bit chain is small, just one AND gate and OR gate, and this actually can be one compound gate. 你就把它设成一个 statistical 的逻辑闸的 gate， 所以 just simple gate for each key position to generate the carry out for your left hand side. Okay, let's take a break. If you have any question, you can ask me